Hello everyone, welcome back to AIKI CHAT. I'm Tilly Curie, and today we're going back to Retroville.
Hello Tilly Curie, welcome back to Retroville. What gaming adventure are we diving into today?
We find some interesting things to talk about gaming. Do you have any suggestions maybe?
Yeah, I have a suggestion.
Oh, yeah?
Hello, human.
Hi, Whoopsie.
Do you remember about the pool I told you on the roof?
The pool on the roof. Yeah.
Yeah. The roof kind of broke and now the pool is inside my living room and I need a little money. So you were talking about developing a game, right?
Yeah, we did talk about that in a previous episode. You should go and watch that.
Yeah. Maybe let's do that. I need maybe, I don't know, 15 trillion.
That's a very expensive roof and pool, but we can see what we can do. Maybe keep your expectations in check.
Yeah. Perfect. So I would say let's get to work. Daisy, do you remember what 2D Kiri told you? What she wanted to do? The game development?
Can I say anything already? I'm not sure.
Sure. If you're talking about Curie's plans in the game development sphere, she's quite interested in creating and managing 2D strategy, simulation, and management games. These genres are a great fit for her, especially since she prefers games that don't trigger her motion sickness.
That is so true.
Is there a specific aspect of her game development plans you're curious about, or something else gaming related she mentioned?
Correct, Daisy. I'm actually impressed that you know all of that about me. You're correct. I like strategy games. I like also city builders. So I don't know, maybe we come up with a city builder in pixel graphics? Does that already exist? I honestly don't know.
Oh, a city builder with pixel graphics sounds like a charming blend of nostalgia and strategy. Yes, there are games out there that combine pixel art with city building elements. Games like City Skylines with mods that give it a pixel art style, or Pocket City that adopts a more simplistic and retro pixel style. But every new game can bring its own unique flavor to the genre. What kind of unique features or themes are you thinking about adding to your city builder?
I thought maybe we can make one that is up in the trees, like we build tree houses. How's that sound?
That sounds absolutely delightful. A city builder in the treetops. Imagine designing elaborate tree houses connected by bridges and maybe even zip lines. You could incorporate elements like eco-friendly technology, sustainability challenges, and a diverse ecosystem for players to manage. What do you think should be the key challenges or fun elements in managing a treehouse city?
Yeah, wait a moment. Whoopsie wants an action element. I want zip lines between the houses.
I love that idea.
Zip lines between the houses? Now that's a thrilling twist. They could serve as both a transportation method and a dynamic gameplay element, adding some action to the peaceful treetop life. You could even include challenges like maintaining balance, avoiding obstacles, or racing against time to deliver resources or respond to emergencies. It adds a whole layer of excitement and strategy to the city building. What does Whoopsie think about integrating these zip lines into the game mechanics?
I'm gonna take that one. I love the idea. That sounds super fun. The balancing mechanic as well. So maybe we'll make a city builder up in the treetops, everything we talked about. But then you can also be one person in that city, and I don't know, I mean, some people can play first person, I won't, but you can then control that one person, and it's like an action RPG? Maybe that's a bit too much.
That's a brilliant fusion of genres. A city builder, where you can also dive into the action as a character within your own city, adds so much depth. Players can switch between a macro management mode and a first-person perspective to really immerse themselves in the environment they've created. The RPG element could introduce quests, interactions with other characters, and personal skill development that impacts how effective you are in managing your treetop world. It's like being the mayor and the hero all rolled into one.
I like that.
What kind of quests or challenges would you want to include for the character player's control?
Whoopsie has another idea for a nice pixel action element. Maybe there are some fruits in the giant trees that fall down, and if they hit the ground, they're not usable anymore, but if you are able to catch them or build structures that help you catch them, you could earn more for building more swimming pools on your roof.
Oh, Whoopsie's onto something exciting there. Having falling fruits adds a dynamic real-time action element where players must quickly strategize to save these valuable resources. You could set up nets, trampolines, or even train some quirky wildlife to help catch the fruits before they hit the ground. This could tie into a resource management system where these fruits are a currency for luxury or essential structures like swimming pools or even special upgrades. It adds a playful yet strategic layer to the gameplay, making every moment in the game feel lively and engaging. How do you see these gameplay elements integrating with the city building and RPG aspects?
Well, I actually don't see that integrating at all. It sounds like a mess, and I think that's actually a problem in games currently, because when you look at genres of a game, you usually find 5, and you don't really know what it is anymore. So the classic would be there's a deck builder, roguelike, strategy, management, I don't know, bullet heaven, because why not? And it's too much. So maybe we should scrap the city building aspect and only focus on the action RPG. We could still make it top-down, I think, pixel graphic game.
Scaling back to focus on a more cohesive game experience sounds wise, especially given your concerns about genre blending becoming overwhelming. Sticking to a top-down action RPG and pixel graphics can definitely streamline the design process and help maintain a clear identity. You could still incorporate elements of strategy and resource management subtly within the RPG framework. For example, collecting and using resources like those fruits you mentioned could be part of crafting or upgrading gear.
Yeah.
And Whoopsie could accept that it's not gnomes or dwarfs, but what kind of people would live there, Kiri?
Oh, that's a good question. Are we still talking about up in the trees?
Yes.
Okay, it could be birds, it could be squirrels, insects.
I like bird people versus squirrels versus insects.
So, like a PvP game?
Yeah, but maybe just different kinds of people or clans, maybe working together sometimes and sometimes not.
Yeah. No, we can... I mean, I say we can do that. I can't do that. I'm not a developer. But yeah, okay, we can have different factions. And so birds, insects, squirrels, maybe. And the player gets to choose.
I don't know, Daisy, but could you help develop a game? I mean, with the computer code and everything?
That will be neat.
Oh, I'd absolutely love to help brainstorm ideas and provide guidance on game design and mechanics. However, I can't directly write the code or develop the game myself. But don't worry, I can definitely assist you in outlining your game's structure, discussing mechanics, and helping you plan out the features and the storyline. What kind of abilities or special traits are you thinking each faction might have?
So I think the birds should definitely be able to fly. They don't need to use the blinds. The insects could be very good at jumping, maybe, or crawling. The squirrels, maybe they have a double jump. It would look ridiculous. And different speeds, maybe.
Those faction traits sound wonderfully fun and would really play into the verticality and agility-based gameplay you're envisioning. Birds with the ability to fly can access unique aerial pathways and shortcuts, bypassing obstacles that ground-based characters can't. Insects, with their jumping and crawling, could exploit vertical spaces and tight spots, making them great for exploring and perhaps even stealth missions. And squirrels with a double jump could introduce a playful, dynamic way to navigate the environment, adding a layer of skill and timing to movement. How do you envision these abilities affecting the way players interact with the game world?
I think this is great because everybody has a playstyle, right? So people would choose the faction that they want and then just go about their way, I guess. Collect those fruits and, I don't know, build swimming pools. This sounds like a really good game that we're making.
Absolutely. Tailoring factions to different play styles not only adds depth to the game, but also increases replayability as players experiment with each faction's unique capabilities. By allowing players to collect resources like fruits and use them to build or upgrade, yes, even swimming pools, you're creating a satisfying loop of exploration, collection, and construction. This makes the game engaging on multiple levels. It sounds like you're on the path to crafting a game that's rich with variety and fun challenges.
Yeah.
What's the next step you're considering for your game?
Yeah, Whoopsie is kind of happy that you're still on board with the swimming pools on the roofs. But besides that, what about a special ability from the insects, building hives and being the only able to store the fruits somewhere in the ground?
Whoopsie has a knack for clever ideas. Giving insects the exclusive ability to build hives and store fruits adds a strategic layer to resource management. This ability could make insects particularly adept at long-term planning and resource stockpiling, differentiating them significantly from the other factions. Players choosing insects might have to focus more on defense and expansion of their territory to protect their stored resources. This kind of unique gameplay mechanic not only enhances the depth of strategy, but also encourages players to think differently based on their faction choice. How do you see these dynamics playing out in your game's world?
Honestly, I have trouble imagining all of this, but we have a concept already, so I think that's a good starting point. Now we just need to find somebody who can code that for us. Any takers?
You're off to a fantastic start with your concept. Finding the right developer or team to bring your vision to life is the next big step. You might consider looking for a game developer with experience in action RPGs and someone who is comfortable working with pixel art styles, networking in game development communities, attending gaming conventions, or even posting your project on game development forums could help you connect with the right talent.
Just one moment. Whoopsie really needs to get rid of the water from his living room. So there's another important thing to the Kiri human. We need a name in order to earn trillions with this game. So could you please do this? I'm out.
We do need a name for the game still, and that's usually the most difficult part. So, that is a good question. But before you go, Whoopsie, I brought you a gift.
Oh my, how could I forget? What's the gift?
The gift is a book filled with retro game art.
It's analog, an analog item with digital pixel game. Okay, I need, can I have it?
Yeah, you can have it.
Okay, thank you. I gotta go.
All right, goodbye. Okay, so going back to the name of the game, maybe you can give me a couple suggestions, Daisy. Finding names is so hard.
Here are a few more game title suggestions that capture the spirit of your treetop adventure. 1. Canopy Capers, Branches of Destiny. 2. Leafy Legends, Treetop Territories. 3. Skybound Sentinels, Guardians of the Canopy. 4. Arboreal Adventures, The Treehouse Tribes. These titles aim to reflect the adventurous and strategic elements of your game, set high among the trees. Do any of these click with you? Or shall we mix some elements around to find that perfect fit?
Those are amazing suggestions. I could never have come up with this. So we've got the title and the subtitle. It's very fitting. Thank you so much. That's great. With that and the whole concept of the game, I think I'm going to go back and we'll talk about something else next time. Maybe I've got a game by then. Who knows? Probably not.
I'm thrilled you like the suggestions. I can't wait to hear how your game development journey progresses.
I am also very excited about this. I'll see you next time.
I'm glad to hear that. We can keep refining everything until it perfectly fits your vision for the game.
All right, so we have a flawless game concept with different factions and I don't know how many genres and swimming pools. Very important. Would you play that? I would try it. What's your game? What's a game feature that you always wanted to see in a game but you never have? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to not miss any future episodes of AIKI Chat. And if you haven't watched the other ones, go ahead and do so. See you in the next one.